Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Are you ready for news that's going to shake up the K-pop world? Today we're going to talk about the possibility of BTS's Jimin making his acting debut in Hollywood, which reportedly could trigger major controversy. If you're an ARMY or a K-pop lover, you must watch this video until the end because we're going to thoroughly break down why Jimin's step into the Hollywood acting world could be a double-edged sword. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest updates from us. Okay, let's get started right away. Before we dive deeper, for those who might be new or want to refresh their memory, let's get to know Park Jimin, or as we know him, Jimin from BTS. Jimin was born on October 13th, 1995, in Busan, South Korea. He is the lead vocalist and main dancer of the global idol group BTS. Before debuting with BTS in 2013, Jimin was a top student in the contemporary dance department at Busan High School of Arts. He was the last member to join BTS and had the shortest training period, just 6 months before debut. Guys, Jimin's achievements are no joke. In March 2023, he released his first solo album titled Face, and his lead single, Like Crazy, became the first song by a solo Korean artist to debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. This is truly historic. His second album, Muse, released in July 2024, also immediately reached #1 on both the Billboard 200 and Billboard Global charts. Jimin even collaborated with Hollywood artists for the Fast X movie soundtrack with the song Angel PT1 featuring Kodak Black and Nelly Choppa and Muni Long. But wait, although Jimin has more than 40 acting credits on IMDb, most of them are from BTS music videos and variety shows like Run BTS. He has never really ventured into professional acting, either in Korean dramas or Hollywood films. And this is what makes it interesting, guys. Why could Jimin's acting debut in Hollywood become a major controversy? Okay, now we're getting into the first reason why Jimin's acting debut in Hollywood could trigger controversy. And this relates to ARMY, BTS's fan base, known as one of the most powerful and protective fan bases in the world. Imagine, guys, Jimin has a truly massive fan base. Every step he takes is watched by millions of eyes around the world. If he debuts in Hollywood acting, ARMY's expectations will be sky high. ARMY will definitely expect Jimin to deliver a perfect acting performance, just like when he performs on stage. They want to see Jimin shine. They want proof that their favorite idol can excel in any field. But on the other hand, the Hollywood film world is really tough, guys. Hollywood film critics won't care how famous Jimin is or how big his fan base is. They will judge purely based on acting ability. If, for example, Jimin gets a role but his acting is deemed unsatisfactory by critics, this could be a huge boomerang. Protective ARMY could clash with critics and media giving negative reviews. We can see what happened last year in 2024 with the Geffen Records controversy. One of the label's executives was perceived to belittle Jimin on social media, and ARMY immediately made it trending with the hashtag Geffen apologized to Jimin. Geffen Records even had to issue an official apology statement. Imagine if something similar happened with a Hollywood film studio or famous director. It could become a major war between fans and the film industry. And guys, don't forget the pressure on Jimin himself. He has to prove himself not just as a top singer and dancer, but also as an actor. This is not easy, even for an idol as famous as Jimin. Other BTS members, like V, already have acting experience in the Korean drama Warang in 2016, so there's precedent within the group. But Hollywood is a different level. The competition is fiercer, the standards are higher, and the cultural barrier is bigger. Jimin would have to learn professional acting, master dialogue in perfect English, understand the nuances of Hollywood acting style that differ from Korea, and all of this while maintaining his image and career as a BTS member. We can also see examples from other K-pop idols who tried to venture into Hollywood. Some succeeded, but some also received harsh criticism. For instance, Blackpink's Rose, who made her acting debut in an HBO series, received mixed reviews. Some praised her, while others said her acting was still stiff. For Jimin, who has never acted in Korean dramas and would jump straight to Hollywood, this could be considered an extremely risky move. Now, let's discuss the second controversy that might arise. And this relates to Jimin's personal life, which has recently been in the media spotlight. Guys, you must already know about the dating rumor between Jimin and actress Song Do-eun, right? This rumor has been circulating since 2022 and had died down. But in 2025, it resurfaced even more dramatically. At the end of August 2025, Song Do-eun uploaded a video on TikTok showing Jimin exiting an apartment elevator. In that video, Jimin looked startled and said, "Wow, you scared me. Did you know I was coming? I came on purpose without telling you." That video immediately went viral, even though Do-eun had already deleted it. And finally, on August 31st, 2025, Big Hit Music released an official statement confirming that Jimin and Song Do-eun had indeed dated several years ago, but are no longer in a relationship now. Now, this is what makes it more complicated, guys. Song Do-eun herself is not an actress without controversy. She was involved in issues related to the Burning Sun scandal in 2019, although she strongly denied it, and there was no strong evidence of her involvement. Do-eun has also received more attention for social media controversies than for her acting work in the last 5 years. She went viral for posting BTS merchandise and custom earphones with the words Do-eun and Jimin, which were later deleted. Now imagine if Jimin wants to debut in Hollywood acting and Western media starts digging into his personal life. They will definitely find this dating rumor, Song Do-eun's controversies, and all the social media drama that exists. Hollywood media is known to be aggressive in reporting celebrities' personal lives. If Jimin is not ready to face this kind of scrutiny, it could affect his mental health, and his acting performance could be impacted as well. What's more concerning, Korean netizens themselves have criticized Jimin for appearing indifferent amidst this dating controversy. He still attended the Moon Party Seoul 2025 with RM, and some netizens considered this insensitive to the situation. There were comments calling Jimin a loser because of his attitude. Although this might be a minority opinion, and many ARMY defended Jimin, it shows that Jimin's image can be vulnerable to public criticism. In Hollywood, artists' personal lives are often tabloid gossip material. Paparazzi will follow everywhere. Everyone close to Jimin will become a subject of interest. Jimin, who has been relatively able to maintain privacy because the Korean entertainment system is more protective of artists, might be shocked by Hollywood culture, which is far more invasive. Plus, the timing is also sensitive, guys. Jimin just finished mandatory military service in June 2025 with Jungkook. BTS is in the preparation stage for a full comeback that is highly anticipated by ARMY worldwide. If in the middle of this important moment, news of a Hollywood debut suddenly appears with various controversies following, it could be a major distraction from BTS's music, and the comeback that should be the main focus. The third controversy that could emerge is about Asian representation in Hollywood, and this is a very sensitive issue, guys. Jimin, as one of the most famous Asian artists in the world, will automatically bear the burden of representing Asia and Korea specifically in Hollywood. This is not just about good acting or not, but also about Asia's image in the eyes of the Western film industry. If Jimin succeeds, this will open doors wider for other Asian artists. But if he fails, it could be a setback for Asian representation in Hollywood. There's a possibility Jimin will get offers for stereotypical or tokenistic roles. For example, a role as a K-pop idol in a film, or a minor role that only relies on his good looks without deep character substance. If this happens, there will be criticism from the Asian American community and film critics who are concerned about Asian representation. They could say Hollywood is just exploiting BTS's popularity without giving Jimin a meaningful role. Or conversely, if Jimin gets a role that was originally written for a non-Asian character, there could be accusations of reverse racism or forced affirmative action casting. This is a difficult dilemma. Whatever type of role Jimin takes, there will definitely be parties who complain. Although Jimin has learned English and can have basic conversations, for acting in Hollywood films, the level required is far more advanced. He has to be able to deliver dialogue naturally, understand subtle nuances, and convey emotions perfectly in English. If his pronunciation or delivery is not perfect, this could become material for criticism and worsen stereotypes about Asian actors who can't speak proper English. Hollywood now is indeed more open to Asian actors than before. We have success stories like Simu Liu in Shang-Chi, Awkwafina who won a Golden Globe, Michelle Yeoh who won an Oscar, and many more. But they are all trained actors with extensive experience. Simu Liu, for example, had been acting for a long time before getting the role in Shang-Chi. Michelle Yeoh had decades of career in Asian action films before breaking through in Hollywood. Jimin, who has no acting portfolio at all and would jump straight into Hollywood, will invite comparisons that might be unfair to him. Plus, don't forget the aspect of international politics. Hollywood is increasingly careful about representation because of social media backlash. One small mistake can go viral and trigger cancel culture. Jimin must be very careful with every statement and action because he is not only representing himself, but also BTS, Big Hit, Korea, and the Asian community as a whole. And the fourth controversy that might arise is about schedule conflicts and questions about Jimin's loyalty to BTS and his music career. Guys, it must be remembered that BTS is now in a very crucial phase. All members have finished military service, and fans worldwide are waiting for their full comeback. If Jimin suddenly takes on a Hollywood acting project that could take months for shooting, what about his commitment to BTS? Will this delay the comeback? Or will Jimin be absent from some group activities? This will trigger speculation about the possibility of BTS disbanding or members focusing on solo activities. Although Big Hit and BTS members have repeatedly stated they will not disband, solo activities that are too intensive can make fans worry. ARMY will definitely have some who will think, does Jimin prioritize his Hollywood career over BTS? This could split the fan base between those who are supportive and those who feel abandoned. There will also be comparisons with other BTS members. RM focuses on music and production. Jin just started solo activities after military. J-Hope also focuses on music, Suga with production and collabs, V with music and fashion, Jungkook with solo music. If Jimin suddenly switches to acting, this could be seen as a drastic change of direction and trigger questions about BTS's cohesiveness as a group. The year 2025 is also sensitive because of contract renewal with Hybe. Although all members have renewed contracts for group activities, the terms for solo activities might be different. A Hollywood debut could be a bargaining chip or actually become a point of contention in negotiations. Media will definitely speculate about this and could trigger unnecessary drama. There's also a financial aspect that might be controversial. Hollywood films definitely pay well, but is this fair to other BTS members? How is the revenue sharing? Will this create inequality within the group? If Jimin succeeds in Hollywood, other members might also want to follow the same path. This could lead to a situation where each member is busy with solo projects, and it's difficult to reconvene as BTS. Fans who have been waiting for years for a complete BTS comeback might be disappointed if they instead get news about individual Hollywood projects. And the fifth controversy that could arise is the tension between the music and film industries, especially how the music industry in Korea will react to Jimin going Hollywood. The Korean entertainment industry has a very specific culture. Idols are expected to stay loyal to their agency, focus on music, and maintain a certain image. Crossing over to acting, especially jumping straight to Hollywood without experience in Korean dramas first, could be considered breaking an unwritten protocol. There might be criticism from industry insiders who say Jimin is jumping too high or not respecting the process to become an actor. Senior Korean actors who have been grinding in the acting industry for decades, trained in acting since youth, and slowly built up their careers, might be resentful if Jimin, who has no acting training, suddenly gets a Hollywood role just because of his popularity. Although they might not openly criticize, there will definitely be sentiment behind the scenes. Korean and international entertainment media will question Jimin's credibility as an actor. The questions will revolve around, did he get the role because of talent or because of fame? Is this a publicity stunt from a Hollywood studio to capitalize on BTS's popularity? Is Jimin serious about acting, or is this just a side project? Jimin's Hollywood debut will also set a precedent for other idols who want to cross over to acting. If Jimin succeeds, many will follow and might actually create saturation. If Jimin fails, this will make it harder for other idols who are genuinely interested in acting to get serious roles because casting directors will be more hesitant. There's also concern about the impact on Jimin's own music career. History shows many artists who cross over to acting end up with their music careers suffering. Will Jimin still have time to write, record, and promote music if he's busy with acting? Will his vocal training suffer? Will he still be in top form for BTS performances? This could also divide the fan base between those who primarily became fans because of music and those who are okay with diversification. There's a segment of ARMY who specifically love BTS because of their music and might not be interested in Jimin's acting career. Hollywood and the Korean entertainment industry have different politics. Jimin must navigate both carefully. If he too openly embraces Hollywood, might be seen as abandoning Korean roots. If he's too cautious, might not succeed in breaking through Hollywood's barriers. Okay guys, after we've discussed various potential controversies, now let's talk about possible solutions and positive perspectives from Jimin's Hollywood debut if this really happens. First, Jimin and his team must have a mature strategic approach. Don't immediately take a leading role in a big budget movie, but start with a supporting role in an indie film or ensemble cast that is good quality. For example, like Harry Styles, who debuted acting in the film Dunkirk as a supporting role, or BTS's Suga, who debuted producing with a low-key approach. Build credibility first before taking on major projects. Jimin should invest time in intensive acting training, study with an experienced Hollywood acting coach, attend workshops, maybe even take some classes at acting school. Show the industry that he's serious and willing to put in the work. Many Korean idols who succeeded as actors did so because they dedicated time to proper training. For example, Suzy, IU, or Dio from EXO, they all trained and started small. Big hit, and Jimin must be transparent with ARMY about plans. Explain how this will balance with BTS activities. Assure fans that BTS remains a priority and show a clear timeline for the comeback. Choose a meaningful project that aligns with Jimin and BTS's values. Don't just chase commercial success, but find a story that's genuine, that Jimin can relate to, and that will showcase not just his visual but also his emotional depth. Work with cultural consultants who can help navigate both Korean and Hollywood expectations. Have Korean-American advisors who understand both worlds. Maybe start with a cameo in an HBO or Netflix series, or a web series that's a shorter commitment before committing to a full-length feature film. use the BTS brand as a door opener, but once inside, stand on his own merits. Show that he's not just Jimin from BTS, but Jimin, the artist who can act. If Jimin handles this well, the potential positive impact is huge. He could open doors for K-pop idols and Asian actors in Hollywood, bring more attention to Korean culture and arts, prove that idols can be multi-talented, create new opportunities for BTS as a group for maybe soundtracks or cameos, and build a bridge between the K-pop and Hollywood industry. With strong support system from Big Hit, fellow BTS members, and loyal army, Jimin has a solid foundation to face any challenges. Now, guys, we need to step back for a moment and talk about a reality check. As far as our research goes, until now, there has been no official confirmation about Jimin's acting debut in Hollywood. What we know is Jimin has never acted in any dramas or films. He focuses on his music career and just finished military service. BTS is preparing for a full comeback. Jimin has IMDb credits, but mostly from music videos and variety shows. And BTS members have mentioned interest in Hollywood, but there are no concrete plans. There's a minor precedent where BTS members mentioned Hollywood. In an interview with SiriusXM in 2020, they gave shout-outs to Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio when asked about Hollywood acting, but more in a joking manner. V is the only member who has actual acting experience in the K-drama Warang in 2016. Rumors about idols going to Hollywood are always interesting because of the global reach these idols have, curiosity about their versatility, desire from fans to see their idols succeed in different fields, and media that always look for clickbait content. We can learn from other cases. Blackpink's Rose recently made her acting debut, but in an HBO series, not a big screen Hollywood movie. A more measured step. If Jimin seriously considers acting, the most likely path is training first, maybe a cameo or guest role in a series, supporting role in a smaller scale film, and gradually build up a portfolio. Directly jumping to a Hollywood leading role is extremely unlikely and would be a very risky move for someone with zero acting experience. BTS comeback is the priority now. All members have said repeatedly they love performing together. Any solo activities will likely be carefully coordinated, so they don't interfere with group activities. So guys, while it's fun to speculate and discuss possibilities, we also have to base our discussions on facts. Don't believe rumors too much without official confirmation. But at the same time, discussing these potential scenarios helps us understand the complexity of cross-cultural career moves and challenges that artists face. Okay guys, so that's the complete discussion about the possibility of BTS Jimin's acting debut in Hollywood and the various potential controversies that could arise. Let me recap the 5 main controversies we discussed. First, ARMY's very high expectations with pressure from a massive fan base expecting perfection. Second, personal life issues, including dating rumors with Song Do-eun and intensive Western media scrutiny. Third, Asian representation in Hollywood with the burden to represent the Asian community and risks of stereotyping. Fourth, schedule conflicts and loyalty with questions about commitment to BTS and potential breakup of group activities. And fifth, tension between music and film industries with criticism from industry insiders and questions about credibility. Will this Hollywood debut happen? We don't know for sure. But what's certain is if this happens, Jimin and his team must prepare very carefully to navigate all these potential controversies. What we can do as fans is support Jimin in whatever decision he makes, but also be realistic about challenges, defend him from unfair criticism, but also accept constructive criticism if necessary, and focus on his well-being above our own desires. Remember guys, at the end of the day, Jimin is a human being with dreams and aspirations. If he wants to explore acting, we should support him. If he chooses to focus on music, that's also valid. What's important is that he's happy and healthy. Now it's your turn. Drop in the comments section. Do you want Jimin to debut acting in Hollywood? In your opinion, which controversy is most concerning? have another perspective we haven't discussed. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the discussion, subscribe for other K-pop content, and share it with fellow ARMY. Oh yeah, one more thing. This video is an analysis and speculation based on research and the current situation, not confirmed news or insider information. Always wait for official announcements from Big Hit or Jimin himself before believing anything. And to Jimin, wherever your journey takes you, Hollywood, music, or whatever, we'll be here supporting you. Okay guys, that's it from me. Stay tuned for upcoming videos and see you next time. Bye.